What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 21 of our Hoogstraten FM 24 save. Um, Pretty excited about today's episode. I went ahead between episodes, played a bunch of games. I shouldn't say a bunch, but I played about 4 or 5 games, and we got an absolutely massive game coming up and a big cup game. So figured why not come back, do some live comms on that, and touch up to where we are. Um, Squad's doing really well. I'm really happy with how things have turned out so far to start this year. So, as you can see in the Challenger Pro League, we are currently in first. Absolutely flying. Mutsen Banyoka is the top scorer of the league at the moment. We're absolutely flying. We one loss to Dessel, which is really actually kind of disappointing. We just played really, really poor that game for really the first time of the season. But you can see 8-0-1, which means we are absolutely flying. 8 wins, and it has been an electric start. So in the last episode, if you guys did not see it, go back and watch that. But 5 wins to start the season with some absolutely big score lines, and then narrowly escaping Hamwar in the cup. And we just went ahead before this episode started. Got the game against Club NXT, Beerschot, Standard, Anderlecht, um, Academy, and then that lost to Dessel. But Zota, who are currently in third slash second, kind of a bit here and there because of games at hand. It's a Sunday for middle of match week, and then we've got Leuven division ahead of us in the cup. But we'll go back. We'll start with the game against Club NXT, our affiliates, pretty much side. Um, so 1-0 win. Long run of Jalo. A very even game. This is a game Sissoko picked up a sprained ankle, so was out a few weeks. Danfa with a great game. The defense just played well all around. And Jalo got the goal and got the winner in the right before halftime, right in the 45th minute, right on the brink of halftime. He got the goal. And this is it. Dismal plays the ball in, head around initially, and continues to bounce around. Jalo with a great finish, put it in. And that was it. It was really kind of a quick, boring game. Not much really happened. Other than this one, and then this was complete opposite. Hoogstraten, Beerschot 4-1 win. Mutin Banyoka scored, and then Jakob Pesik scored the goal for them. And they had a man sent off, and then we went ahead, and Dongala scored twice, his first couple goals for us. And then Raja Nangalan got himself another goal off the bench. I think this was his first game back from that little bit of a muscle injury that he had sustained in the last episode. But here's the first goal. Camera out to Lowers. Lowers played it in. Mutsambonyoka with a nice tap in finish past Fassi to make it 1-0. And this is their goal. Decent little goal. Ball whipped in. And I think Sissoko was still on the pitch at this point, beaten at the back post. And Dongla from the spot. He's a good penalty taker, so got the goal there. And then not long after that, DeMeyer whips it in, bounces around the loot, and Nangalan with an absolute rocket from outside the 18. Brilliant goal. Put us up 3-1. And then really sealed the deal right at the end. Teese has it, plays the ball in behind to Ndongala, who puts it in on the 101. Make it 4-1. We took advantage of the 10 men, extended our lead on top of the table. And then here, 3-0, Dolmortiev, who had struggled a little bit here and there for form, gets a couple goals, and then Mutan Banyoka also gets a goal. They also had a man sent off in this match as well, so we went ahead and really took advantage. 2 straight games against 10 men. And here, we make it 1-0. Mutan Banyoka plays the ball over the top. Dolmortiev, fantastic touch, and a nice composed, calm finish past Gertz. And then they're down to 10 at this point. Dolmortiev plays it into Lulu, saved, and then an absolute worldie from Dolmortiev on the volley, left-footed, way out downtown, has the finish. And then here is the third goal. Mutan Banyoka takes the corner kick, drives in, great finish, past Rook Geertz, and made it 3-0, sealed the deal. This Dessel game, again, like I said, we played really poor. They just dominated the game. Danfa saved a pen as well. You can see Owusu missed penalty kick. It was still 0-0 at that point. They scored from the ensuing corner kick. So Danfa just made the save, and then the corner kick they scored from. And then that was really kind of, our hope gone, really. We just struggled the rest of the game. Dianda comes in, bounced around, and Owusu taps it in killed us last year, and he's continuing to score goals against us. And then we're pushing on late, three at the back. Nigue have an awful um, header, and then Grunewald makes a decent tackle, but bounces back to Smets. And then late on, we end up actually getting a goal, and we did have a goal as well disallowed immediately after this from kickoff. So we tried making it interesting, but it was offsides, and then we suffer our first defeat of the season. But we've got Zolta Varagom next. Um, Absolutely massive game. I mean, I would like to beat Leuven in this one, but this is the more important match in my opinion. So we are going as full strength as we can. Sissoko's just coming back from injury, so I'm not going to continue to absolutely force his minutes like crazy high. Um, these two need to be switched. But yeah, I mean, it's the strongest 11. Really, we kind of have Sissoko can come in and out for Meyer, Demeyer for Desmol. But this is what the side's playing like. Really, we're doing well, so we're going to keep going with it. And hopefully, we can go ahead and pick up a win in this game and get back on a winning run. They're in great form. You can see there, 4 wins on the bounce. We just suffered our first loss of the season, so we need to go ahead, play well. So let's see how things go. Tormin has it. Tormin Novatus back to Tormin. Tormin's got space in front of him, and Damfa with a fantastic save tips it wide for a corner kick. That's been the only highlight of the game. It's been a very slow, boring game. Really, not much has happened. Here, corners played in. Header at the near post, saved again. We need to get this ball cleared. It's up top towards Camara, and it's deflected out for another corner kick. But yeah, we've really only. I think these are this first real attack from them, but we haven't really offered too much going forward ourselves. So we need to start turning it up and getting some critical chances. We also need to clear this ball and get it out as it's whipped out for a goal kick there. Right on the brink of halftime, Damfa with the goal kick plays it long, looking for Dortmortiev, who gets the flick on towards Jalo. Jalo out wide this way towards Camara. Dauda Camara cuts inside, and Camara hits it, and De Wolf tips it over for a corner kick. That really was a good chance there. Our first highlight from us this game. Camara will take the ensuing corner kick, whips it in, bounced around, still bouncing around. Nigue has it now, back out towards Camara. Camara skips past Diop, gets it back to Lulu, and Diop wins it and clears away. Now they have a corner kick right before halftime through Tormin. Tormin whips it near post, headed out back towards Tormin. Camara now gets it. Pavlovic, Tonga has a hit and goes over. Eventful end to the first half, but nothing doing. It's been quite blunt. You can see there, really kind of tame. Half lacking in quality in the final third from both sides, but we're more than capable of winning this game. We have a corner kick here right on the brink of the end of the game. Sorry, they have a corner kick. 96th minute. For some reason, I just blanked and thought we were still in red. Tormin whips it in, near post, headed in. Tambado gets the winner right at the end of the game. Been a really poor game from us, in the final third. They haven't really had too much themselves, but that goal is going to put them in first place. You can see near post header. Damfa doesn't get there, nor does Nanglin, who's on the post, and that's going to be that. That's really upsetting, frustrating to lose in the 96th minute on a corner kick, near post header, but I'm not going to sit here and say like we should have won that game. But we got to just move on. That's 2 losses in a row now in the league. It's going to be a tough league, long league season. So we just got to push on, get to the next game, start to find our footing under us again, and get back to winning ways. Hopefully, maybe it'll even start with an upset over Leuven here in a few days. All right, here we go. Game against Leuven. Damfa, Sissoko, Nigue, Aliu, Desmol. Lowers is going to be on the right. Get Lulu a little bit of a rest. Naglin and Tees in the midfield. Get that midfield changed out. Kamra still on the left. And Dongla is going to switch out for Dortmortiev, who hasn't. He's a little struggling for form at the moment. And then Musan Banyoka will continue that spot up in front. So let's get out there and let's get this win. Cause an upset. Bounced around. Nanglin wins it back to Tees. Back to Nainggolan. Sissoko. Lowers. They've won it. It's Mendelin now. He will drop it back towards Plentich, De Peters to Nielsen. Brothbrun. Mutan Banyoko with a great win. Tees has it and will drop it back and reset. Desmul. Kamara. Mutan Banyoka loses out, and Nainggolan is going to force the error. Sissoko picks it up. Kamara is pressed, and he will drop it off to Desmul. Desmul's got some space in front of him now. He will take that space. He will continue to drive towards the byline, chip it up towards Ndongala, who heads it wide. Great chance created by Desmul. Ndongala had a chance there with the header, puts it wide. Right on the brink of halftime, Sissoko plays the corner kick in, bounced around, Plentich heads it out. Kamara picked this up. It's still Kamara playing it inside toward Tees. Tees to Sissoko. Sissoko out to Nainggolan, swinging it around to Lowers. Lowers loses out to Mendelin, but Lowers picks it back up. Whips it in. Mutan Banyoka with a great block there from, I believe it was Layson, in the middle of the goal, and that's going to put us at halftime. It's been a really kind of even game. We haven't been able to manage a shot on target, but the XG is there from us. We've got the possession. It's been a very even game, so we need to continue on, and we can win this game. Throw in here with Goyer. Brothbrun. Whipped in toward the back post to Medina, and Damfa's there to collect the header. Damfa is looking long, but Goyer wins the header. Mutan Banyoko will pick this up. He's got some space in front of him, and he places it over Layson. Mutan Banyoko picks this up from Kamara. Desmul back to Kamara now. Dada Kamara has not had a great game, but he can change things here. Tees looking in for Mutan Banyoka, and it does not connect. Ball will be played over the top, but nowhere near the attacker. And Hoogstraten have the ball once again. It's Roger Nainggolan. Gives it away to Medina very cheaply. De Shepper out towards Mendelin. Mendelin's got some space in front of him. He's going to use his pace to get to the byline. And Dean Iso De Shepper gets the goal to put Leuven in front. 1-0. 53 minutes on the clock. Leuven have really stepped it up here so far to start this second half. And they've got their reward as Mendelin's got some space in front of him here. Uses his pace to get towards the byline and whips it in. And we cannot get goal side. And they get the easy tap in to make it 1-0. Throw in here, 73 minutes on the clock. Goyer has it. Misao, Peters. Misao. Back to Goyer, Angulo. All the way back towards Layson. They will look to keep this possession as long as they can, kill the time, and eventually work their way in behind. Get a second goal to really cement their foot into the next round. Misao. Nelson now. Back towards Layson once again. Dinena. He will go down a long, mazy run. Angelo puts it over. Damfa was able to get his hand to that and tip it over. Great save by Damfa. They have a corner. That ensuing corner kick is going to be played in by Calvin. Back stick. And it goes all the way over the heads of everybody as Misao runs it out of play. Dinena, Layson. Goyer. Callan. Callan's going to drive down the byline, whip it to the back stick. Medina, and it's headed away. Lulu picks this up now. Lulu, Mutan Banyoka. Groeneveld. Ibokwe now on this left-hand side. Groeneveld out towards De Meyer. De Meyer will drive towards the byline. Whip the ball in and punched away from Layson and cleared further away towards De Shepper as Groeneveld commits the foul. Sissoko to Nangolan. Sissoko whips it into the back stick and Lyson's there and collects it. Tease picks this up. Nangolan, Ibokwe, Ronovel, Demeyer. Gives it away. It's Misal now. He's got runners in front of him. It's Callan. Callan's got Angelo. And DeShepper puts it wide. And I believe he was offsides anyway. But he should be at least putting that ball in the back of the net and letting the referee make the decision. Fails to do so. And that's going to pretty much be our curtains there. That's full time. We actually didn't do too bad. I know we lost 1-0. But, at the end of the day, a 1-0 loss to the side, a division above us in top flight, and really an established top flight side. It's not an awful game. They probably could have had another one, but we definitely could have had a goal in there. Probably should have. But yeah, that's a loss. It's 3 losses on a row, which is very concerning. But we've got Steiner Liège, young side, coming up, so we can go ahead and focus on that. We'll get this game as well in this episode, and hopefully we can turn things around and get a win. All right, this is the lineup we're going for the game against Steiner Liège's young side. Sissoko, Nigwe, Aliyu, Desmol, Lalu, George, Jallo, Kamra, Mutin, Banyoka, Dotmartiev. Same crew, really, as always. So hopefully we can turn things around. Get this win, baby. Let's get on. Free kick here. Played quickly. Kamra off the post and off Goldfold and cleared away. Had a chance very early on to take the lead. And we need to get ahead. Start on the front foot today. Right on the brink of halftime. Again, very poor, really, from both sides going forward. Been quite the tame, boring game. But they will play a ball in behind. Lulu picks it up. Saves it from going out for a throw and possibly just calls it Kavita in. Leandre Kavita with the goal. If Lulu would have just let that go out for a throw in, wouldn't have this issue. But Kavita, absolute great effort there. You can see Lulu heads it away, but Lulu heads it right back in the middle of the field, and Kavita with a great shot. Maybe took it a little bit of deflection there off of Aliyu past Damfa, but we're down. Another highlight starts right before halftime. Hopefully we go ahead, pull one back right away. It'd be a great response and a great way to take us into the half. George Lalu gives it away easy again. George wins it back though. It's Mutambanyoka. Sissoko. To Nigwe now. Over towards Aliyu. Aliyu's got a little bit of space in front of him. Plays it over to Desmol, who's looking for Kamara. Kamara ends up winning it back down. Kamara. Banyoka. Lulu. Lulu's got some space in front of him. He has a hit. And Niels Lulu finally gets his first goal for Hoogstraten on the brink of halftime. Niels Lulu made the real big mistake for the goal that we conceded. And he goes ahead, brings it back level immediately after going behind. Kamara to Mutin Banyoka. Plays it to Lulu. Great first touch. Get himself some space and a fantastic finish past Godfroyd to make it 1-1 right at halftime. And that is the half. You can see no high danger chances really for either side. Leandre Kavita with a fantastic goal, and Niels Lulu immediately responding after that to get us back level. Kamra, Dolmortiev, Jallo, Laurent Jallo, and in! It's in! Godfroyd has just let that ball go through his hands, and Laurent Jallo is able to bring us in front in 53rd minute. From the throw-in, Desmol takes it to Kamara. Down to Kamara, plays it up towards Dolmortiev, who plays it in. Jallo with a fierce hit, but Godfroyd just lets that ball go right through his hands and in the back of the net, and just like that, it's 2-1 Hoogstraten. Are getting immediately into another highlight. Hopefully they don't respond immediately like we did in the first half. Paula de Silva. Van Beveren. It's Calvita looking over the top towards Canpalat. Banjahida over top. Banyoko with the corner kick. Playing it in and headed away. Picks it back up. It's Lulu. He gives it away, but Nigwe will pick this up with time and space in front of him. Gets it to the Small. The Small whips it in. Dotmortiev blazes it over. Their free kick now. Very eventful second half so far. Kauda, or Kamara, heads it away. And headed back in and headed over. Somehow that ball was missed. He is offsides, but how that chance was not put away, I don't know. Ball to the back stick, and Calvito bounced around, and Lucas Sonobi goes ahead and heads it in to make it 2-2. 78th minute, bounced around. Damfa made the initial save, but cannot keep out the second effort. You can see here, a free kick in towards Calvita, heads it in, and our backstick markers just left them all wide open. They have another free kick here, and it's off the post and tipped wide and goes out for a throw in. Van Beveren. Cisse. And Ganzati plays it over the top. Kensuina plays back to Nganzati. Back to him. And it's blazed over. Liège are really threatening here at the end of this game. We are at 6s and 7s at the moment. And that's full time. It is a step in the right direction. We've broke the losing streak of 3 straight games. But, it has been poor run of form for us. Jalo and Lulu got goals. We easily could have won this game. Really disappointing way we gave up both those goals, an absolute screamer and a second effort off of a corner kick header. But it's a draw against Stade Liège. We definitely easily could have won that game. At the end of the day, I'm not super concerned. I mean, we still sit second on the same amount of games as Beerschot. Beerschot have also hit a little bit of a tough patch of form, same time as us. So we still sit second. We still sit in those automatic spots. But last 4 games have really been a struggle for us at the moment. We got Young Hent who sit rock bottom at the moment and have really, really struggled for anything so far to start the season. So hopefully that goes really well. And we got Oostin, Dender, Dienjes, and then we're back starting in the second round of games with Seiring right before the international or the winter break, I should say, and then really kick off things. So what I might end up doing is between episodes, I will get through into really January 1st, start the transfer window, and go from there. So we'll probably rejoin at the January transfer window, and then we'll just watch those 3 games: the Lokeren Temps, Molenbeek, and Beveren game, and go from there. So it's already starting to get into the thick of things here, and we're really rough patch of form at the moment, but I'm not super concerned. We got a good enough squad to win games, and I think we're gonna start winning again soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. We got some more videos coming, FM26 stuff coming. Got a whole bunch of plans for that. Got some more FM24 stuff coming, not just with this, but maybe a little bit of fun, more of a fun video coming pretty soon in the next hopefully week or so. And then just some other real life footballing videos coming. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.